loud. They are very loud now.
That is okay, man. All right. Let's see if I'm waiting for it to show up on my phone. Okay. Hey guys, Chris here with Jordan's Way Charities. I am super excited. This is a very anticipated conversation. My friend Erica, a couple other friends down there in South Florida, have wanted me to talk to Junior from the Redland Dog Sanctuary. And today, the wait is over. This conversation is probably going to be shared a lot because the Redlands is something that comes up from everybody from abandoned pet rescue, dog totally dog rescue, rescue me out there in Miami. They always talk about the Redlands, and I am super excited to talk to Junior. So, Junior, tell me about the Redlands a little bit.
Hey, Chris, thank you very much for having us. Well, Chris, we are at the middle of two huge national park. We have the Everglades and the Biscayne Park. So we are pretty much a farm district, a lot of acreage, a lot of space, and a lot of woods. So
Right.
what I have, the community come over here and just dump the dogs, and it's very hard to trap them because they can hide on the woods. And sometimes we are able to trap them like 2 3 months later when they are very skinny and hurt, and sometimes they get into a fight or they just breed and have puppies. So that it's pretty much the situation here at the Redlands. It's very hard to trap a dog that's loose between the woods. Okay, so that's why people choose over here. It's a very, it's a farm district, and it's a very easy place to stop the car and just let the dog run away.
So
It's
tell me about some of the statistics because when I was down there a little bit ago, I was going to rescue me, my friend Raza's rescue down there. When we were coming down there, um, my friend Erica was saying like she's like, slow down. This is where they dump dogs. Like, how often does it happen in the Redlands, and how big of a problem is it?
Well, Chris, what happened? I'm a mobile groomer here in the area, and I've been
Right.
serving this area for the past 14 years. So usually I go every day for grooming 10 dogs in the area, and I always find dogs and in my road, okay, in my driving. It's a everyday thing, like 2 3 dogs every day.
Yeah. So guys, we're everyone that's coming in now. Kathy Hawkins says, Junior, you look marvelous. Way to go, Junior. Way to do your
Oh,
hair today.
thank you. She's a sweetheart. Thank you so much, girl. She's my girl.
So we're talking to Junior from the Redland Dog Sanctuary. For anybody that lives in Florida, everyone's heard, all the reputation of the Redlands. Junior's there. Like he's going to tell a story. We're going to talk about stories. The first story I do want to talk about, Junior, is the beautiful dog in the screen that way or that way, that way.
Well, that dog came to Kathy. That's how I met her, through that dog.
Oh wow!
She was the rescue from New York.
Oh my goodness!
Clap up for Kane. Yes. And she did beautiful work because Kane was a huge liability. Okay, could imagine like 140 pounds my stiff that beat his owner, okay, his own family member. So nobody want to deal with this.
No.
But a cat, very brave lady, she step up, okay, and Kane bring me her as a dear friend. I'm just gonna trust other lady that's there. Okay, that's a very good power here at the ranch, and you're gonna talk to her later.
Nice.
Anne was the transporter for Kane. She went to Miami-Dade Animal Service, picked up Kane to Cathy to bring to the ranch,
Wow.
and he was a little bit sedated when they transport him to the ranch. But a few weeks later, he start showing very aggressive signs with other dogs and certain people. He
Right.
likes a lot of people, but some of them he's not very tolerant about. So we just decided that after 6 months, me and Kathy, we decided, and we just kept him here at the sanctuary. Kathy and her rescue, they found the money to be building the kennel in the back, and he's part of us now. He's part of the family of the sanctuary here.
So Kane is basically he's not up for adoption now, is he?
No, 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 no.
You fell you fell in love. You fell in that trap.
Exactly. Uh, now, Kathy, we are a foster family. Okay, we just fall in love for this guy, and honestly, Chris, I wish that I could find a perfect home for that guy,
Yeah.
but he has some triggers that sometimes it's kind of dangerous. So we just for his own sake.
Yep. Ooh,
I, I
you're a little break. You're breaking up there a little bit. A little bit.
okay. I was just saying that he's a little bit
Yeah.
cranky, so we just decided to keep here. So here he's safe.
Okay.
He's not planning to go anywhere.
So, Kathy Hawkins says you've done an amazing job with Kane. Stephanie May says hi. Thank you for bringing awareness to the crisis we face down here. Thank you, Stephanie, for joining. Barb, this is the dog. That's awesome. Let me look. Okay.
Oh yeah, those two ladies, they are very important uh, here in the Redlands. They have one of the most incredible rescue that I ever worked with. That this is the dog.
So
Um, I, I just have wonderful things to talk about them. Very professional. We've been working together for almost 10 years now, and they have my respect. I love those girls, and we are nothing with them. We are nothing in the Redlands without this the dog. Okay,
yeah.
they really step for every dog. Does not really matter who the dog belonged to it. They always have a beautiful word to be helping, and I'm just blessed to be in this community.
Yeah, see, that's the biggest thing we have. There's a terrible reputation with the Redlands, and it's obviously noted. It's not something that's really sugar coated, but the one thing I do like to hear is that there's good people around it. At least people are trying to fight it. We just have to get the community to kind of turn around, kind of educate them of how to surrender their dogs the correct way. Um, One of the things. Oh, Susan Perkins says Junior always there for us. So thank you, Susan Perkins, for joining the feed. So Junior, tell me a little bit, like, if I came down there for a day and I spent a day with you, where would you take me in the Redlands to show me, to really open my eyes to what's happening there? What would I be looking at? What would I see?
Well, Chris, just driving around is very sad.
Yeah.
Okay, and I just want to tell you that people talks about a lot of about the Redland people, and I've been serving this community as a dog groomer for the past 15 years,
Wow.
and I just it's amazing how these people, the local people here, they treat the dogs.
Yeah.
They are very respectful. They
Yeah.
they don't save money to take them to the vet. They feed them with food. They using groomers, in the regular basics. They use one of the best veterinarians hospitals local here, the Redland Animal Hospital, and it's an amazing community. So I
Yeah.
get very upset when people start talking bad about the Redlands, seeing those dogs. I want to make sure that they understand that those dogs comes from other place. The reason that they dump the dogs over here with us, because they know that the community have their arms open, and
Mm.
they know that those dogs are going to get help.
Yep.
Okay, so in other words, they know that we have a soft heart. So when I hear people saying bad about the Redlands, really upset me because I'm not from here. I'm from Brazil, and this little town opened their arms for me, gave me the opportunity to be working with the best veterinarians in the nation, um, and they opened all the doors to be who we are today. So it's an amazing community, but unfortunately, I'm going to show you the neighborhood how it is. Can you see the
Okay.
wood?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so if someone dumped the dog on the road over there, that will take almost 6 months to trap the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why they make us look pretty bad. Uh,
So do you think they dump the dogs because they don't want to face the humiliation of surrendering them?
well, that's what I ask myself every time that I find a dog. Okay, it's always someone willing to help. Okay,
Yeah.
now the community is understanding this and they are calling us. We are receiving a lot of calls. Besides the straight, the community is just calling us. The Redland, we are pretty much forced to be organizing the rescue community over here.
Yeah.
And rescue community from the Redlands, Chris, does not have a name. we call the village. We see a
Yeah.
lot of partner rescues working together. Okay, and but now, thank God, people will start, contacting us. We have a puppy to surrender, or they find a dog on the road, they call us, and it's always someone up to go there and pick them up.
Yep. So I want to. So well, first off, Raza Perez from Rescue Me up the street from you is on the feed. I want to say thank you just for supporting Junior from the Redland Dog Sanctuary and coming on here. Raza, if you can share this on your Facebook page, so more and more people can view Junior from the Redland Dog Sanctuary. Barb says something. I want you to just listen to it. She says it's
Please.
against the law to allow your dog. I'm sorry. She says it's against the law to allow your dog to be off leash without supervision. Many people here do not respect that. Um,
Correct.
Yep. So Michelle, my friend Michelle she is a director of Paw Paw's Pet Rescue in Hilliard, Florida, which is on the top of the state. She said it's always been that way. The culture that make up the vast majority of the Redlands create the problem. I lived there for 23 years. It begins with education, not pointing fingers. I agree with that as well. I think to educate is the best way to do it. How do you feel about that?
Well, I agree 100%.
Yep.
And I hope that I don't sound wrong, and I feel comfortable saying because I'm Latin. But I'm sorry, Chris, I'm just saying that a lot of people, they don't see dogs as a pet. They see dogs as animals, and
Yep.
they use them as a guard dogs or to breed. And when they are not serving anymore, they don't have any attached to them.
Yep.
So it's a huge cultural issue. That's how I see it. But slowly, the community is understanding this better. This is the dog. It's very active, giving free neuter and spay for the community.
Yep.
It's an amazing. Okay, we are helping the community. Barb, Stephanie, Susie, and Hoa. This group, they are every weekend helping the community just spay and neuter their dogs. I mean, that's an amazing, and they do everything, you know, on their own. And that's beautiful. Thank you, girls. Thanks, Barb. Thanks, Stephanie, Susan. Oh, if I start telling those names now, you're gonna have a couple of hours because it's a huge. We here with just a small piece, the sanctuary. The reason that we decided to go for the sanctuary, Chris, the biggest problem with the rescues today is fostering the dogs.
Yep.
Okay, and putting them in a kennel, it's not doing better. We sometimes you break their soul putting them in a kennel. That's why the sanctuary, we don't like to keep them confined. Some of them we need to it, but we do like big yards like this. I don't know if you can see the dogs down there. I don't know how clear you can see that far,
I can
but
say. I can say.
yeah, but we have sweet potato garden. We have the enchanted forest there. You see, we have paths that the dogs can walk to the woods down there. We have the pool that they can swim and expend their energy. So they kind of is the closest uh, as a home for them. Okay, that's not the perfect ideal. The perfect every dog should have a home. Okay, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like this. So we do our best to make them feel home over here in the sanctuary.
One of the things I want to point out, Susan says there's a lot of pregnant dogs that get dumped.
Oh yeah,
What kind
they
of
call me
response is that?
yeah because they call me the puppy daddy. Okay,
They call
that's
you
how
what?
they call me the puppy daddy. Okay, so that's what I ended up. It's usually Susan is my neighbor. She just live like a couple houses from me, and it's so easy. Sometimes she's knocking on my door. She said, "Junior, I have a few puppies. I have a few dogs over here. We need to, So it's a beautiful, like I said, it's a beautiful village. Um,
I
uh,
just
uh, uh, Let me just say one more thing, Chris. It's a
sure.
very sad situation, but those ladies they make this look very easy. I'm a very emotional. I'm very intense, and they always bring me down because sometimes I get very upset. And Susan is being like an amazing person in my life. I know her for 15 years. She was my client before, and then she became a friend. Now we are rescue partners and now neighbors, right? So it's a long road together. Thanks, Susan. I really love you all.
I want to also, because one of the things I'm starting to do, Junior, is I want, because I do, a lot of people like yourself, you just said it before, you're just a small, I don't believe that. I think you all need to start having that little man, big mentality kind of thing, where, what does that call it? The Yorkies are like the small dog, big mentality, because, the big fish are like the ASPCA and the Humane Society of the United States. Everyone here, these rescues, all you guys do such different but special and selfless work that you have to start looking at yourselves as bigger, because there's a bigger thing, and especially bigger if you all start working together. That's my biggest mission with Jordan's Way. I want rescues to start working together. So I always tell rescues when I'm going out with somebody. So like my friend Raza, my friend Michelle, all these rescue people that are on this feed watching you, I always tell them, share this man on your page, because it's important that we have to work together. And I think there's so much rescues in Florida that some of them don't like each other, and I don't really care for that. But
Yeah, it's
if you,
about the dog.
it's about the dogs. I don't care who dated who in high school. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care the
That's
person.
really right. That's what I like most about our community. It's about the dog, Chris. We have no ego. We're just about the dog. Sometimes, we don't agree with certain things,
Yep.
but we keep this in mind. It's about the dog. That's what I really admire this community.
Yeah. One of my
And,
good.
and I'm sorry. And united, we are stronger.
Oh, absolutely. I want to
Yes.
shout out my friend Ralph Rowland from the Senior Dog Rescue. He's up there in Melrose, Florida. He's watching. He just has 30. He has 30 senior dogs at his house. When these people come on here and watch, it's important, because I'm going to say to Ralph, please take this video, because the Redlands is a hot topic in Florida. Share this on your Facebook page. People need to know more about Junior. They need to know more about the Redlands Dog Sanctuary, and the people that, they need help. If you guys need help, we got to start being bigger as a team to help everyone out. So the more
Agree.
that we can come together, the better that we can do. So I'm so grateful when people come on these feeds, and like Junior, what you're doing right now is awesome. Tell the story, tell it all. One of the things I want to do is I want to take, you told the story about Kane. I want to take Kane off the screen and show somebody else really quickly, and I want you to tell
Okay.
me this dog story. All right, you ready?
Yes. Oh my God.
What am I
That's
looking at, Junior? Because this picture pisses me off.
Chris. Did you see the other pictures in this post? The dog with the blood on the cage.
No, I did not. I'm sorry. I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that case was bizarre. Okay, that case. Actually, Chris, I have a very nice friend that she was the one that put him in this situation with that dog. Okay, I'm gonna let her talk to you about that case.
Cool.
Okay, she works with this is the dog. She works with us. She works with everybody. Okay, I'm gonna introduce to you my dear friend, and she's gonna be talking to you about Chloe and Buttercup.
Hi, Chris. How are you? Thanks again
Hey.
so much for this opportunity.
Oh, no problem. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you a Miami Dolphins fan too?
It's the Miami Hurricanes.
I know what that
Um,
is. I know what
my
that is.
husband, my husband went to school there, so we're all brainwashed. Myself, my kids.
But are you? But are you a my? That's
My
college. Are you a Miami
Miami
Dolphins fan?
Dolphins. I don't follow professional football. I only
Okay. Okay.
follow college football.
All right. All right. So tell us about this dog in the picture.
So, um, that photo, like you, Chris, I have to agree with you 100%. Really disturbed me. And I apologize if I'm going to get emotional now. Those two dogs were kept in a small crate, no food, no water, out in direct heat. They had no shelter. They were confined to such a small crate that they fought. They started getting injured. There was blood, as you can see in one of the pictures. Chloe just had blood all over her chest. Buttercup was hurt. And I informed Junior, I sent him a message, and him and Randy got in their cars and went to do the right thing. And they just went to get the dogs. And they send me a text and they say, hey, you want to take the pictures? And I said, absolutely. And to let you know a little bit more about the Redland Dog Sanctuary, um, we take in whatever we take in, whether they're blind or they're old or they're hurt or they're missing a leg. It doesn't matter. Every dog deserves a soft place to fall.
Yep.
So these dogs come here, and I don't know if you can see it, but that pool behind us, whenever I say the word pool, everybody always thinks, oh, like a people pool. No, this is for dogs, and we use it for therapy. We use it to help build their muscles. We're in Florida, and in South Florida, it gets pretty hot. I mean, we
Hmm.
break the 90s. So the dogs go in there and they just refresh themselves. And Buttercup's been able to use that, that pool. And it's just, it allows them to be a dog. So when we brought Chloe and Buttercup here, I just wanted them to feel that not everybody's bad. There is a soft place to fall, and it doesn't matter what kind of dog you are. It doesn't matter if you're hurt, if you're blind, if you're aggressive, if you have a disability. The sanctuary is here for you, and we will help you be a free dog and not have to be worried about a neighbor throwing rocks at them to get them off their property, or somebody chasing them down the street with a bat, or dumping them at 40 miles an hour, opening the door and just shoving them out. So that's really what I wanted to let you know what Redland Dog Sanctuary was really about.
So can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
Where is this dog today?
Chloe, she's here at the sanctuary.
How's she doing?
She's much better.
Is she?
Night and day. Night
That-
and day. She's a free dog. She's starting to understand, and what's great is that they pick up cues from other dogs, and they start to see, oh, you mean we're allowed to do that? I can be free, and I get treats if I sit down. Oh, okay, so that's how this works. And
Yeah,
it's like they have their own language, and
yeah.
they know. So she's doing so much better.
Can I? How long have you been working with Junior?
Well, like he said, I came into Junior through Kathy and Humans and Animals United because I started with this as just a transporter. I was like, if I can get the dog from point A to point B safely, I'm in. So I brought Kane here. I fell in love with Kane. And my husband fell in love with Kane because he reminds him of a childhood dog he had. And I told Junior, do you mind if I just come here and visit him
Yeah,
every once in a while? And it became a thing. I don't live far, so I come here and I visit Kane. And like Junior said, Kane has his own issues, but we've gotten to get to know those issues. For example, when you play with him, you have to have two balls. You
yeah,
have to throw one and have another one because you can't take a ball from him. And those are his quirks, but I've learned to respect that. So it's going to be a year in June to answer your question.
yeah.
A year in June that I've been with Junior. Yep.
Hey, look, can you just put the camera down just a little bit?
Oh,
Thank
there we
you.
go.
You're good. You're good. But
Okay.
just two more questions. When you're driving down that Redland area, how often do you see a dog just roaming the street?
All the time. Since I'm divorced, I have a very tolerant husband, a very tolerant family.
They,
Because it's gotten to the point to where my kids sometimes won't tell me because they know I'll stop. You see a dog on the streets all the time. You can't drive down these roads without coming across one.
Well, tell him when you finish the interview, going to be get a German Shepherd.
Oh, we're going to be getting a German Shepherd after this interview. So
oh, very nice, very
there's
nice.
always a dog.
Always a dog. So let me ask you a question, Junior, and the Redlands Dog Sanctuary. If you were to tell the people that are watching, because there's people now watching from other rescue Facebook pages, because I have the partnerships with those rescues up in the North Florida and even the Mid Florida areas. Tell those people about Junior and the Redlands Dog Sanctuary.
Well, we really sympathize with rescues because, like he said, rescues never will ever have enough fosters, and without fosters, their hands are tied.
Yep.
I love the fact when, like what you were saying, rescues work together because it is about the dog. So Redland Sanctuary here and Junior, the message we're trying to get out is we're here to support the rescues. We're here for you. It's a village. It's not a competition.
Yep.
It's not about who gets the most and who had the most adoptions. It's about rescues having a place to fall also, because no one will ever have enough fosters.
Right. Yeah. So one more thing. Tell those people who are watching to like Redlands Dog Sanctuary on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Yes, guys, please, on Facebook, just click that like button, Redlands Dog Sanctuary, and on Instagram as well. We would greatly appreciate it. Like we said, we're just starting out. So, this is growing to the point to where we love the support.
Guys, the more likes they have, the more followers they have, the more chance they can get their message out when they post something, when they need something. It's super important that we continue to grow their pages and help them out as much as we can. I don't care if you're on another rescues page watching this. All rescues must work together. That's the only way we're going to get this done. The old ways didn't work. They just don't work. We have to change up. We have to change up our mentalities. Thank you so much for coming on here right now. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
I appreciate when I come down there. I hope to meet you and make you your husband a Miami Dolphin fan.
I would be honored. I'm going to hand it over to Junior.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Anne. Thank you very much. So that's it, friend. Thank you so very much for everything. If you have any more questions, I'm here.
Oh, Junior,
Yes.
we ain't done.
Okay.
We
I'm
ain't
here.
done. I was just done with her. I got a couple more questions.
Go ahead.
I got another dog I want you to tell a story about.
Go ahead.
I saw this too. What is this?
Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing that.
You can't see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's Buttercup. That's Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Yeah. Oh, man. This dog, when she arrived here, she had a broken soul. She was so
Oh,
hurt. Yeah, but she's doing very well. She had a little procedure just past week. This is the dog is helping us with her, and we are together in the process. But she's doing much better now, Chris. I mean, if you see this girl now, she's so thankful. She's so happy. Oh, this one, that's the same dog was a different one.
yep.
Oh yeah, we are trying to trap that dog. This
Yeah.
dog is still not here. It's someone that's asking for help, but it's being very difficult. Like I said, we're working on it. I have traps waiting for him or her. I don't know for sure now, but he's not here yet, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to. That was the last dog I wanted to send out there. I just want everyone to understand there are some issues down there in the Redlands. People are dumping dogs. And Junior, how can we fix this problem? Like it's been going on for too long. You know, like we have to start thinking about like yesterday's gone. Today's got to be a new day. What can we do to help?
Well, it can start spaying and neuter them. Okay, that's
Yep.
how she started. And second, educating the community. But the most important thing, I never say that, Chris. I'm gonna say this for the first time. I do believe the state of Florida they do not require a license to be a dog trainer, a dog groomer. Anybody can be a dog groomer or dog trainer here in the state of Florida. Unfortunately, okay. So I believe that once the states required a mandatory license for groomers and trainers, this professional community they can help educating the families a little better just because the families see a vet twice a year but they see a groomer 12 times a year. They see a trainer 3 months sometimes if the dog needs it. So we could be helping the dog and the family. So it would be awesome if the state of Florida start requiring mandatory license. Florida, it's one of the few states in the nation we don't need to formalize the professionals and dog area. That would help it a lot. Okay, education is the base.
So I do have a question. There was a request from one of your followers to ask you a question, and the question is this: Ask Junior what he has done for Bella, the Roddy and heart failure.
Oh my God! Don't make me that. I know who asked you that. Well, Bella, it's a girl that I stopped by here only for 3 days. I get a call and say, "Could you please hold this dog for 3 days because we are sending her to someplace up north?" And I said, "Of course, just send it over here." Well, this little girl, when she showed up over here from Miami-Dade Animal Service, she was like 35 pounds Hotweiler. She was skin and bone. And I just told Kathy, I say, Kathy, I'm so sorry. This girl is not going anywhere. Please let me keep her. And she's my girl. She's been 1 year with the heart failure. Um, and she's hanging there. She's happy. I will send you some pictures later. I don't believe that I have pictures of Bella I mean, I do have a lot of pictures of Bella in my Facebook, but I really don't show, uh, the scars that Bella has on her body
Right.
because it's very sad. I like to be bringing, a happy atmosphere, a happy vibe. That's what we try to do it here. But Bella, it's pretty much my girl. She's about 12, 13 years old. She has her days, she has her up and downs, but she's happy as can be it. And I hope when you hear, you have opportunity to meet her because she's very special to me. Thank you, Kathy. You know that Bella is my girl.
You knew exactly who asked that question, huh? Uh,
Yes, of course. Yes, I knew it. You
is there
know,
anything, is Junior, is there anything that people can do that are watching? Do you guys have like an Amazon wish list that they can, send stuff from to you guys?
uh, Chris, we built this with the grooming money. We used to be a private rescue.
Right.
Okay, I work as a private for the past 12 years, and everything that we did was me and my family. I'm a single father of 4 kids,
Wow.
and yes, and they really helped me out. Okay, build this thing, but now I just can't do it on my own anymore.
Yeah.
But I have this little issue, kind of proud single daddy. But I have this little issue. The very first fundraiser happened a couple weeks ago. Was the very first $1,000 that the ranch did with Buttercup and Chloe. Okay, and it was very hard for me asking, for help. He's too proud. Oh, girl.
Junior, Junior,
Yes.
listen to me. You remember I told you before we got on live, this we're talking about the Redlands, you gotta be real. That bad quality you have, I also am I'm a divorced dad. I have 2 kids and 2 extra kids with my girlfriend, so I have 4 kids too. You have to
Congratulations.
you have to stop that. You have to. Because
Uh,
if we're gonna fix this, Junior's got to break that because people need to know. They need to know more, Junior. They need to be able to help you because you're the one.
uh,
You're the one in the trenches. We're just up here. They need to know
Thank
that.
yeah, those ladies, they are teaching me what happened, Chris. I married very young, and I have 3 kids in one shot. Okay, beautiful boys. And Mama pretty much quit. Okay, and it was very hard bringing those kids to be a professional.
Yeah.
And and I guess that I did some good work because they are amazing guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have this, but it's nothing wrong to accepting help. I learned that in a hard way. And I'm here. That's why we decided to become a sanctuary. I'm getting old, my friend, and I can on my own anymore. So we are building this. We are about to be merging. We only have the capacity now for 25 dogs. But our goal for the end of the year, it's like between 60 to 80
Mhm.
dogs on the
Wow.
sanctuary. Okay, that's our goal for it. And I need help from the community. This time I can't do it by myself anymore. We have a very nice piece of land over here that what I did it. I have my house in front of this land, and I have 2 extra acres behind that I'm up to donate this for this
Mhm.
cause. Okay, and that's what I'm planning to do it. Okay, I know that's crazy, being in the middle of the Redland. Okay, on the heart of the Redland, that will be like a huge challenge. But you know what? You're a dad. You know how hard it is raising a kid. And
Yep.
if you're able to do it, I believe that this is going to be a piece of cake. Okay, we're going to make this happen. And the beautiful part, I'm not alone. I feel love from everywhere. I feel that the community is really, 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 supporting this. I've been helping those rescues, Chris, for the past 12 years. Those ladies, they can tell I never charged. Okay, and I have the best clientele and the Pinecrest, Coconut Grove. My clients are amazing. I
Yep.
mean, I love them, and they really pay a very nice fee for the grooming because they know that I really help. That money goes for the rescue, so they really help. But you know Yeah, we grow so much. We grow very quick. I can't just do anymore. I
Junior,
need.
this is my group.
Oh wow, man! God bless those kids, man. Beautiful.
Listen, I think it's amazing that you're coming out here and saying you finally, after all these years, single dad raising all these kids by yourself, you need help. So if people are watching this, I just had an idea come to me when I'm listening to Junior. We're gonna make him do the mega help, like going out there and getting help. I think though we should do a fundraiser for Junior, and it lands on Father's Day is when it's gonna end. I think it's got to land on Father's Day for the dad of the century. Dad of how many? You have three or four. You have three boys and another kid.
Two boys and one girl. They all college graduated. My girl, she's. I'm very proud of my kids.
Yep.
Man, you make tears in my eyes, man. Thank you so very much.
Guys, whoever's watching this right now, who's part of Junior's crew or group, please let's start a fundraiser that starts today. And me and Junior are going to get on the feed every week to talk about this fundraiser, and we're going to embarrass him when we hit the goal, because he's going to be like, never had to ask for help in this one time. I'm going to have the whole community come out there and help him. So guys, whoever's watching this, who's going to set it up? It's either going to be whoever's with you, Barb, Kathy, someone setting up the Father's Day fundraiser for Junior from the Redland Dog Sanctuary. And we're going to come on here. We're going to talk about that fundraiser every week until we hit it. So who's going to do it? Who's going to set it up? I want it set up by the end of the day. If you love Junior, don't let him down. I want that fundraiser up by the end of the day.
Man.
That's what we're doing. You ask for help, let's deliver, guys. The Redlands has a reputation that we're trying to turn around. Junior's in the trenches. He's the one doing all the damn work. Not by himself, I'm saying that, but he's the one that started. People are like, wait a minute. No. But he's got help from the people that are on that land with him. His kids help him. Everyone's helping him. But as a community, as a bigger community, we have to help him. Let's start that Father's Day fundraiser. He can tell me what the goal is, whatever the goal he wants for that fundraiser to be. Go for it. But also, Kathy from Saving Sage Animal Rescue, please, thank you so much for joining the feed. We're talking to Junior from the Redlands Dog Sanctuary, and today is the day. We're going to break him of that streak of not asking for anything. I almost said the S word. Not asking for anything. So, Junior, we're starting that fundraiser today. Whoever wants to set it up for Junior on his page, we will all get together and we will share that like crazy, because the Redlands needs help. And there's only one time to do it. It's right now. Yesterday was so far away. Right now, guys, let's help Junior. I want to give some comments out. Kathy says she'll do it. She'll set it up. Stephanie says Junior has helped our rescue with Alleluia. Is that what that says? We couldn't do it without him. He has a huge heart and incredible. He's incredible. Kathy says, Barb, we can do it together. Stephanie, spirit with hearts. Junior, let's set that up, man. You're doing fantastic. You're asking for help. And now it's time to see what the community can do as a whole. Let's set it up. Junior, give a last word about the Redlands Dog Sanctuary, please.
Love.
Yep.
Okay, I promise you guys that I'm not gonna disappoint you. Okay, I really promise you. I will do my best, and the community knows me. And Kris, if I have a Pinecrest lady offering me the highest fee to groom a dog, or a lady that I called and said I have a stray dog over here, my clients that everybody's watching me now, they know that's true. I will call them and say, listen, I'll be there tomorrow because I need to pick it up a dog on the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna disappoint in my village. I promise you that.
Okay, I hope that village sets up that fundraiser, because you deserve a Father's Day gift. This is the gift. This has to be the gift, community. Let's give them some help. So, guys, again, this is Junior from the Redlands Dog Sanctuary. Please like him on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram. Let's help this man. And Kathy or Stephanie, whoever said they were going to do it, I want the link by the end of the day. That's your homework. Just kidding. That's again.
Thank you, girls. It's amazing. And Kris, man, thank you. I owe you that, sir.
You need me to do me a favor, though. One favor.
Yeah.
Tell everybody watching, because I'm going to put this on YouTube tonight, to please subscribe to the George Way Charities YouTube. I want you to say it in English and in Spanish.
Oh my God, I'm gonna start in Spanish. Okay.
Go for it.
Hey, por favor, ayude este caballero que era un hombre espectacular. Okay, and thank you so very much. I hope that everybody just go there. Let's share. Let's just talk about Jordan's way. Kris, thank you so very much, sir.
No
Everything
problem.
that you need down here is we are 30 minutes from a phone call. Just call us. We're gonna be there for you. Okay.
Thank you, man. I will be there in a couple of weeks, Junior. Thank you so much for this interview. You're gonna get a Father's Day gift for sure. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you too.